Well, let's just start with that.
Okay.
Well, which actually is a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
it's the same in the intro. Like, do you ever think of becoming a parent?
No, I mean, like I said, I
told you this before.
This sounds so familiar. I'm tired of repeating myself. But no,
is this reality?
We're in the upside down. Like, of course, I became a parent at 19. Mm-hmm. And then before that, you don't think as a teenager, growing up, you're like, oh, I at 18, 19, I'm going to start a family. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. At 18, 19, you're like, okay, I want to, at that time, go to school. Have fun. School. Yeah, go to school, chill, whatever.
Read the Bible.
Yeah, of course, read the Bible. Course. Yeah, whatever. But you don't think you're going to, and you don't think you're ready at that time. You know what I mean? But of course, like our situation's a little bit similar. How it all started. Of course, I met my wife when I was in college, and she, pre-started whatever. How dare she think she's gonna do whatever? Fucking. But no, ours is similar. So I think after a while, I just knew. After I met her and I met my daughter, whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think anybody's really ready. Of course, at a teenage years, Yeah. You just, you don't plan on it. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't plan it.
So
I agree with you.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's the same. It's like kind of the same thing that you went through. Like when, obviously not our first relationship, but like at the end, like bottom line, this is the longest streak we had, both of us. So that it's a big challenge, but I think the challenge was accepted when we said, okay, this girl that has a kid, so what? Like, let's just get it.
Yeah.
Like, this kid's gonna need a dad and
everything.
So that's a good thing. Like, we kind of have the same situation going. Like now, like on advising, whenever, like, how sometimes like parents and old school people, like elderly, like the elders, the wise elders, man,
the wisest of the wise.
They always tell you stuff. What do you think about, like, when they tell you stuff? How do you approach that? Because, like I told you, sometimes I need to stop saying like I told you, because we didn't tell you, because nothing existed before this. But whenever you become a parent, you find your ways. So. How do you approach, like, advices whenever people
from different people, whatever?
Yeah, different people that have kids, older kids, and all that.
Like if they give me advice, I'm gonna listen. I'm always gonna listen, whatever, because maybe it worked for them. Maybe I'll try it. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's what worked for you might not work for me. Like now the big thing is, of course, gentle parenting, whatever. Like, so let's say it's okay. Shh, it's not okay.
You want $200?
It's okay. Cuss me out later. It's all right. But like, like let's say a younger couple, right? We happen to let's say we meet them somewhere along the way. They have a 2-3-year-old or whatever, and they see me or whatever, right?
Babies.
And and I'm dealing with my kids. I'm very rough with my kids. I like to play with them, fight with them, put them in chokehold, shit like that. Just to play, right?
Yeah.
And somebody
to death for 3 months.
Oh fuck! Because they've really missed a meal. But of course, I'll take and it's another parent say, hey, you shouldn't do that. What this, that, and the other. I'll be like, okay, and I won't say anything to him, I'll
just like a thank you.
Okay, like, okay, thank you, and I'll go back to straight doing what I'm saying, because you know what?
Gotta watch his language in front of the ladies.
I'll remind Kevin where he comes from.
Okay, that sounds terrific.
You use foul language in front of a lady?
No, Daddy, no!
Just kidding.
Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, but like what worked for y'all might not work for me. So it's like, and I think that's how it goes back generations. Like maybe some of the older generations, maybe some of their shit will work now, maybe it won't. Obviously, they're trying to get rid of some of that stuff, but I don't know. It's just, I take everybody's advice. I'll do it, and I'll think about it. I'll mull it over. I might try it, but then if it doesn't work, I'm not gonna do it again. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's just that's how I see it.
Yeah, and also everybody has a different perspective of life. Depends on the things that happen in their lives. So older parents have like grudges or things inside, like there's traumas they have when they were kids because of their parents, and they don't want to do it with their kids, and then they don't want you to do them, but like you can't actually think that everyone is cut the same. You know.
Yeah.
So we come. As much as our parents went through shit, we went through different shit.
Yeah.
You know, so we take it as we go. You know, we do things the way we think we're right. And sometimes we're wrong.
Yeah.
Like we always said, you know, there's no instruction manual for this shit.
There isn't. And like all those books are bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
You know, psychologists on parenting, they don't even have damn kids. Fuck out of here.
This fucking college graduate, he's like sniffing cocaine in the back of his porch and like giving advice.
Don't ever yell at your kids. Yes.
But yeah, no, it's really good to know, because then sometimes, I mean, I'm not saying that they're wrong when they're giving advice, because sometimes there's a 30% chance, maybe 40% chance that what they say will happen between you and your kids, but that doesn't mean you're gonna follow along everything they're saying, you know. But which is not bad, you know. Hey, what do you think? Right now, I'm remembering. So it's not like I've witnessed. Maybe I did, but what do you think of parents that's like, you know what? I'm gonna give him beer because I'd rather him drinking with me than drink with someone else.
Well, you know, like it's funny. Me and my wife talked about it, and the way she did it, apparently, the way her mom did it, like, you know, when she was younger, like, I think 16 or 17, she can have one. Like, she'll have one at the house. I'm just like, okay, that's cool. But, you know, she grew up, you know, watching her dad drink. You know, her dad was a drinker or whatever. And, you know, but he was like a social drink or something like that. Or, like after work.
Well, Hispanic.
Yeah, Hispanics, whatever. But, you know, it's weird because we talk about it, but I'm not a big drinker. Like, I might have one or two depending. Honestly, like, let's say we're out and about or whatever, it's date night or we're hanging out, whatever, and we'll have one or whatever. But that's a rare occasion. Yeah. And we actually talked about it, like, well,
wait, you drink?
It's
just social.
Yeah, socially, yeah, like this
butterfly drink.
Yeah. That's, you know, I'll get a margarita every once in a while. Like, I don't know, it's a rare occasion when I drink.
With your glasses on and margarita.
That's right. Gosh damn right. Flip flops. I don't even wear flip flops. They're right. It's stupid. I don't know why I said that. But no, it's just. We talked about it, and I think it'll be safer for them to, if we do decide for them to have one beer or a wine or whatever the hell it is, to have it at home, to make sure, okay, you're here with us, we know you're not out, and we can actually cut you off. Let's say they're at a party and they just keep handing them, like, yeah, fuck, you know, and you don't want that shit to happen, you know what I mean? So we talked about it, and I think it'll be okay, like 16, 17, maybe. To have one at the house, you know what I mean? Just to try it. But it's funny because it's like when they were little, and my uncles or whatever, they would have some. We would have one. We'd give them just a little sip. They'd be like, "Oh no, that's nasty." You know? But then Joe, he was like, "Oh, I kind of like this." Trying to chug a fucking beer. Like 2 or 3 years old. I'm like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here."
Okay, so that's not beer. Like, what about cigarettes? I know you don't smoke.
No.
What about if your kids are curious on that?
Man, I think we talked about it too.
Wait, let me give you a little pause on that. Did they change the age on cigarettes, or is it still 18 and 21?
I think it's still 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
It's always been 18.
Okay.
Unless they changed it to
20. No, I don't know. I'm just asking.
I think it's still 18. You can buy cigarettes or whatever. And
so go ahead.
But no, it's like we talked about it, and you know they asked if we tried. I was like, yeah, I've tried it, but it's not something I did, you know, because, you know, my grandfather passed away from lung cancer, and her dad passed away from lung cancer because they were heavy smokers. But it's like,
is that what stops you? Like, you think like that's like from having these people like the experience? You're like, nah, no.
Yeah, I know that was my thing, and it's plus I never got into it. Like, it's just like something like, oh, I gotta have one, you know. It's like, you know, that was never me. But we're like, if they want to try it, then they're gonna smoke a whole pack right then and there, and see if you actually like it. And then maybe it's a bad
They
thing.
become
Maybe it's-
addicted.
yeah. So maybe it's like a 50-50 chance. They either hate it or they'll love
Next
it.
day,
So-
hey dad, can you have another pack again?
right? They age like 20 and 30. Hey,
Fucking beards and shit. Like, look like Logan, like X-Men.
right, just the mutton chops with no skin right here.
Hey punk,
Yeah.
got another pack cigarettes? I got that menthol.
Oh, fucking nasty. But what about you? I mean, of course, you have an oldest one. He's out the house, graduate, whatever. What do you think?
I think that we do have a big influence on them. Like, obviously, you're
Yeah,
the parents.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have a big influence on them. I used to drink. I used to drink, but like massive drinking,
Yeah.
massive smoking, and
Yeah,
everything. And like I told you, I never really thought. Well, I didn't say it. So okay, let's go back again.
Okay.
I never thought I would have kids. I never thought I would get married and everything. Life put me this way,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
how we went, right? So, like, when it comes down to that, the oldest one don't care about beer, don't care about cigarettes, but he's never been really, like, in the house, like,
yeah.
us, like, my wife don't smoke the same, like, she used to as well, but, like, she had her grandpa, like, her grandpa, like, dying from something
Yeah,
similar
yeah.
to that,
Yeah.
So no, her grandma and grandpa, I think both. I'm sorry, like I have like
No, yeah.
brain farts right now, but either way, it's because people has passed that it's like me. Like I am doing my best to eat better,
Yeah.
and not sadly, but like food is good.
Yeah, dude.
So it's hard, especially for us, like to eat.
And of course,
eat
we always
better.
find the little
Yeah.
taco trucks and shit
Yeah.
like that, dude.
So I try everything, and I have a lot of people. Example, well, to I guess kind of close by the cigarettes. I kind of related, but yeah, I would totally if they ask me, it's like you can try them, but just think about it. Like
Yeah.
people don't
Yeah.
do it because they want to try them.
Yeah.
People are trying to copy other people. Like most of the time, that's what I did when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
started smoking because everybody was smoking with my kids, my friends, and all that. So that's how it started. But yeah, I'll probably let them try it.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah,
they
yeah.
tell me, hey, you want a sip? Okay. And I do
Yeah.
it normal because you also, if you do, don't do it. Because,
Yeah.
Oh, if you
Yeah.
start saying
That-
no,
that's-
they're
yeah.
going to start doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know? So when it, like, okay, now that on disease, like on experience, like traumas and all that, my family, my mom's side of the family, they're really, they have issues with the nervous system, like brain and all that.
Yeah.
Even my dad's side of the family had a stroke and all that. So my take on that and my trauma is I don't let stress take over me, and I don't like. I think I take things smoother.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to smile a lot. I like to be chill. If something is bothering me or someone is bothering me,
Yeah.
I just delete it off my
Yeah.
list.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be around me. So that's what I do because I have family that has passed because of not hypertension, it's high blood pressure,
Yeah, yeah.
stress, like disorders that are related to stress.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the white spots that I get and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so all that shit is related to stress.
I never knew that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that shit. Like there's a lot of what's it called? There's
Studies?
well, basically studies, kind of studies, that like your body reacts, especially the skin reacts to stress, to mental like
Yeah.
disorders,
Yeah.
So that's why you gotta be careful what you do. Drink a lot of water and all that.
Yeah.
But that's why I keep everything chill. You
Yeah.
know, like I remember former bosses used to tell me, "Why the fuck you always smiling?" Even here, like
Yeah.
a new job, I'm like, "Why you always smiling?" I'm like, dude. Why not?
Yeah,
Like
why
I
not?
don't. Why is it bothering you? Like
Yeah.
I don't really argue with them.
Yeah,
But I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
laughing. Like I just like smiling.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But like if you're always sad, like I told you, like with that the person that I told about, the fact that you are in a certain mood, you affect the whole
Oh,
surrounding.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
Everybody gets in that mood because negativity and all that bad shit it spreads faster
Yeah.
than positivity.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
So
It's like,
yeah.
it's like a fuck, negativity is like a cancer when it
Yeah,
comes to this shit.
yeah.
No, I understand.
Yeah. So that's the bottom line on diseases. Yeah, I think when when you have people passing for certain things, it really hits you. You know, it really hits you, and then you start thinking twice of what the hell you're gonna do. You know, the parents are like young parents. What do you think nowadays? Like what I've seen on young parents now, they go through the same problems as us. They're in a different era. So they're probably gonna figure out a different way. You know, with the electronics, without electronics, think about it. Without electronics in the COVID era, it would have been like terrible for the kids because that was the only social way. Like the
social
only way,
the
only way develop social skills where they're behind already 2 years because of that. You know, so and at the end of the day, do what you can. You're gonna learn a lot, and the only way to know about parenting.
Is this to go through? Yeah, that's it. That's the only way. It ain't fun. It's a bumpy ride, but you'll get there eventually.
You'll never stop. You know, even when they're older.
24/7 job. And that's it.
There you go.
That was good.